Hi there again, YouTube, and I am very excited to say that this is my 10th video, and I made a goal when I first started this channel that I was going to do 10 videos, and today I bring you, like I said, the 10th and actually the 11th, because this is going to be a two-parter, because originally I was going to call this video, what was it, 10 ways to get out of a funk. F-U-N-K. And then it turned into 20 ways to get out of a funk because I got a little excited. And then quickly I realized that I couldn't put a number on it because the list just kept growing. Turns out there's a lot of ways because there isn't really just one way, and even with the ways that I'm going to be throwing out there, and let me just kind of rewind a little bit. If you didn't see the previous video of when I was in a funk, I think I called it that just because I want to say the word funk a lot. Funk. It's fun. Anyways, the last video that I shot, the 9th video, that one, I was in a pretty good funk. So I was not going to leave you hanging without some ways of getting out, because I know that, especially if you click on this, then you're probably, unfortunately, where I was and feeling funky yourself. So just know that we all go there, we all get there, we all experience that. And we're here for you. So, anyways, I just realized every time I smile, this thing takes a picture. It's gonna fill up the memory. I need to turn that function off. Anyways, back on track. That's why I made the list. Back on track. So, now, I did decide to, in order to kind of organize it, split it into two parts. And the first part I'm going to talk about is the mental kind of aspect of it, because I also am going to talk about more of the physical and things that you need to actually do with your body to kind of reverse the cycle, you know, and spin it in the right direction. So, so getting back to it, the mental parts of it. Like I said, you have to do both. You can't just work on one or the other. So just, you know, and it's not just going to be one or two little things. This is all going to be different for everybody. You know what kind of works for you a little bit by now, and keep doing what works. But these are just ideas and things to maybe try and add to your library or arsenal of, you know, tricks and ways of combating, you know, the funk. Anyways, so, first one, fake it till you make it. This one, it sounds silly for somebody who's trying to promote realness to tell you to then be fake, but honestly, fake it till you make it. If you put a smile on your face and you're walking around like this, even if your soul is just dying inside, you can't, I don't know, it can't not affect you in a positive way. So even if it's just literally taking that frown, I guess this would be a physical one too. Take the frown, turn it upside down, put your cheeks up. And I'm not talking about doing this for other people. I'm talking about doing this for yourself. So you're not doing this just while other people are watching you. You're doing this, you know, when you're in the bathroom. You're just sitting there smiling, okay? You're just happy. Okay, even if you're not. But fake it a little bit, and you'll see it actually it'll pick you up a little bit. So, another one. Think about why you got into a funk in the first place. So maybe try to analyze a little bit and see why you're here. You know, have you been taking care of yourself, or have you not been taking care of yourself? Because that's that's a big part of it. So, and another thing, you know, is it another person that's made you feel this way? Because a lot of times, so many times, the way we feel is affected by the people that surround us, or whatever, other people. So, but we are ultimately in control of those emotions. So you're driving the bus, all right? If somebody's going to deter you, it's whether or not you're going to let them. So that, you know, that's a whole other topic. That's a big one. That's a really, really big one. But just even acknowledging, like, this, you know, this is the reason why I feel this way, is a huge step in the right direction. Okay. Next would be to ask for help. And this is one that is really hard for me. I like really treasure, and I'm like proud of my independence. It's an ego thing for sure. But asking for help is the only way you're going to get through it. Whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you need help with, think about it. Think about what you're feeling burdened with right now. Is it something silly? Is it laundry? Is it, you know, laundry's not silly. We have to do it. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's not as important as we make it out to be. But back on track. Yeah, asking for help. Just, there's those people out there that they offer, you know, somebody's offered. Don't say nobody's offered, because you know at some point somebody has. And even, you know, even if you're going to go ahead and say that nobody's ever offered you help, it doesn't mean you can't ask people. So pull out that part of you, ask for help. All right, moving on. Talk about your feelings. This is another really hard one, I think. It's not as hard for me because I have so many feelings and I like to talk, so that's like, let's talk about our feelings. I love it. But for some other people, this is a really, really, really hard one. And I'm just going to let you know, nothing bad's going to happen when you talk about your feelings. It's just not. All right? Everybody has them. So let's talk about them. Okay, be present. This one is another huge topic, but it's also a very valuable tool that can be broken into a very simple exercise that I like to do. I came up with this one kind of on my own, but I play this game with myself sometimes where I say find the prettiest thing in the room, or just find, you know, take your exact current situation where you're at right now, and you find something. Just look around, give yourself a good 30, 60 seconds with just looking around. Find your favorite thing in your current scenery. Whatever it is that evokes a positive emotion out of you. Find it and hold on to it. You know, that being present, being in this moment. Every time that I get kind of taken away, I can come back to that and just be like, well, what's good about right now? You know? And there is something. You just gotta find it. So, be present. The next one. Let's see here. Oh, forgive. Alright, so this one's a big one because a lot of times when we get in a funk, we are so hard on ourselves for getting there that it makes it way harder to get out. So we have to stop beating ourselves up so much, and we have to forgive ourselves. And again, if you know, you go back and you were thinking about why you're in a funk and it came down to it being because of another person, forgive them too. It's powerful, it's difficult, it's a challenge on its own, but it is going to be the way that you feel better. So forgiveness is a big one. Let's see here. Be proud. I like this one a lot. Because whenever you're getting down on yourself, one of the easiest things to do is forget all the things that you have done. And a way to reverse that is to think about all the things that you've done. A good little exercise would be to just think of 5 things. Think 5 things that about yourself that you've done that you're proud of. If that's difficult, think of 1. But that's what it is. It's about putting your brain in that direction. Okay. Same playing field. Be grateful. Being grateful is a big one, and that one, do count 5 things that you're grateful for, 5 things that your life would not be as fulfilling without it. Fulfilled. Yes, without it. Anyways, I think I covered most of the mental aspect of it that I was looking to cover. I'm going to move on to part 2 and wrap this one up. So, anyways, if you're wanting to know a little bit more about how to pull yourself up and out and get functional and get going again, then I've got a part 2 that's about the physical things that you can do, which a lot of times are kind of easier to put in motion than the mental. Mental is hard. All right, but you can do it. Don't ever think you have to do all of these things. Just work on 1, work on 2, work on half of 1, baby steps. But just work in that direction. Alrighty, so you're gonna feel better, and peace and love and all those good things, and bye.